Welcome to today's live, and just a little bit of it's Wednesday's communication day, so just a little bit of that. Kira kia unduire witu uhoro wa mitugo na miikarire ya Agikuyu. Uhoro wa mitugo na miikarire ya Agikuyu. Ati wabere ni ngeithi nyingi muno kuma kuri muthomi wa buku ino. First of all, red flag. Muthomi wa buku ino. So by default, you know here we are about to be taken on a trip. We are about to be lied to. Sine nyabo wakeri ni gucokeria ngatho itari githimi, ngatho ti Gikuyu. Utiri gucokia ngatho ini Gikuyu. So by default, when you are buying a book and the book is Kira kia unduire witu, and then the introduction starts like that, then you already know you are lost. You are lost in the sauce. You are lost in the sauce. The Genius Educational Publishers. You have read the rest, but this is the best. You know now, when it comes to our language, or what you call your language, or the writing of books, na vitu kama hizi, lazima anyway, I'm looking at a Kikuyu book, urathi wa mogo wa Githiru. So the people who are writing these books, why do you write books when you don't have the information? Why you rushing? Nah. There's a lot of miscommunication, okay? In the Kikuyu, okay, in the Agikuyu, not this Kikuyu that you have. Gikuyu gitire kirumithahu na megiro. Icio ni cia the southern Kikuyu. Hii ni ile Kikuyu mulifunzwa na wazungu. Okay, this is updated Latin. Ati ugithamba mwiri na mai ukoragwo ugithengia giko ta thigino. No. Thimo cia Gikuyu utauku na urutani wacio. Thimo ya mbere, arume ni enda njeru utauku. Arume aingi ona mena aka micini yao no meriragiria ageni aria marona makihituka. Kwa uguo matiganagira urutani. Mutugo wa arume amwe ni kwiriria o kiria mona ona gitari kiega. Thimo, arume ni enda njeru. No. This is not even talking about men. You see now, this is the difference between people who have knowledge and wisdom. Arume ni enda njeru is not even talking about men. Sine thimo cia Gikuyu. Arume is masculine. Okay? Arume is a group of spirits. We are all masculine and feminine at the same time. The spirit is androgynous. However, the spirits, keyword, the spirits that take more to the masculine side. So this is a spirit that goes more to the masculine, more to the external, more left brain, more logic, more thought, more hermeneutics, more Sonic the Hedgehog when you wanapenda kuziona kwa cartoon. So what happens is near eda jero, eda jero. They like jero. What is jero? Jero is not new. Muduya ni muero. Jero is something that is shiny. Okay? So arume, masculine beings, like things that are shiny. Shinier lights. They love the sun. That is what it means. Kenyone thimu igi ya Gikuyu. Thimu, arume merwamba. Arume ni mendete kuhenereria na gutihia ngoro cia andu anja. Urutani, arume aingi who is writing these books? Arume merwamba. Roa. The same is the masculine. The masculine has roa. Kenda kwa wrestling tunaongea raw is war. Okay? Me roamba. Roaba. Me roaba. Kwaba. Okay? Roaba. Ba. Tutirali roaba rwa thara. Akaeri no tanyo gwigisiru. Anyway, tutoke kwa hizi. These are waste of ili kuchokesha akili. But ni power tu juu they are regurgitating knowledge. Ndio na regurgitate oro wa kurua demego. Irua ria demego na no rio ritagwo gutinio nyama ya girima kana gutinio gode ni irua riria kihi kirugamaga gikarengwo gode ya kigirari kiumiriirie ru. Okay. This is a lot of shit, man. For example, let me break it down a little bit, okay? Just because we are here now and we are looking at the book. So, for example, when you are talking about circumcision, okay, of the Kikuyu boy. So, first of all, you have to understand what it means. Initiation yenyewe hii mnasema unaongelea kihi kiruare. What does it mean? Remember, before you even get to the symbolic severing, because in esoteric tradition, circumcision might not be what you think it is. Okay? In some traditions, circumcision was a ritual that symbolically affects the toroidal field. So when you are removing the foreskin, this can be interpreted as severing or altering a component of the energy field that represents an aspect of the self, or what you call your spiritual identity. So, metaphorically speaking, this represents a disruption, okay, ama what you call transformation in the flow of your spiritual energy. Remember, your mind bends in on itself, creates what you call the blood flow. The blood flow becomes what? Mko wapi kwanza? Let me turn this camera around. How do you turn the camera around? Flip the camera. Flip the camera. Damn it. Nakataa kuflip ama imeflip. Juu kama imeflip. Flip the camera. How do I know if I have flipped the camera? Flip the camera. Imekataa? Sawa. What happened to my... Oh, there you are. Flip the camera. Imekataa. Oh, there we are. Nice. Flip the camera. Flip the camera. Nice. So now, you have to understand that during circumcision, before you get to the circumcision part, you know that you have a toroidal field that surrounds you. AKA, when you're talking of the aura, or in the Kikuyu language, riri wa modo. Okay, wa modo siyo na riri mono. Naona modo siyo na riri. Okay? Aura, riri. So, your aura, and this is especially more for the man. Na haa neo haumaga gemi. Riri, turari horo wa riri. Riri ucio oka naguo. Ate, arome ne kururumeria. Mururuma. Okay? Mururuma, kururumeria. So that is the frequency that is associated with Osaba. You get it? Eo neo Osaba. Ona atumia ni mari Osaba. Kogu atumia ni mari riri wao. Arumene kururumeria. Na tukauga gemi. Riri. Nikuwagea na riri. Nituwagea na riri. Mundu ucio ni oka na riri. Kururumeria, or what you call the toroidal field, or aura, riri. You get it? Now, so during what you are calling circumcision now, the cutting of the foreskin affects that toroidal field. But it was like taking a shortcut for those who are deep into the esoteric and your witchcraft. It's like taking a shortcut the same way you take psychedelics. Okay, the same way you take mushrooms as psychedelic, like to trip and so this is how psychedelics work. When you take psychedelics, you are killing your brain. Okay, you are destroying your brain. You are letting the spores in the mushrooms attack your brain and kill your brain, okay, on purpose. Now, this is what happens. So when you're having a trip, when you end on a trip, when you are seeing all those lights, all those, all that, so that is now your brain, that is your brain recreating itself or repairing itself. So when your brain is repairing itself, all those visions and vitu naona hizo naita ati umeona the face of God, is now when your brain is repairing. So when your brain is repairing, since it's repairing very fast because it's being attacked, now you can see the visions, hizo vitu zote unaona. Sana unasema you're having a trip and unasema umepata a spiritual awakening. That is how they work. If you want to understand, mimi sijakuambia usitumie, ukitaka kutumia mushrooms endo ujibambe. Now, this is for learning purposes only. So, the foreskin, remember, there are some people, wanaambianga nini, go and remove your foreskin because it's collecting magma or whatever, it's dirty na vitu kama hizo. So, it's also representing what you can call a purification or what you can call a realignment. So, that severing of the foreskin might be viewed as a way to purify, or realign the toroidal field. Now, based on the true initiation of Irua, which is koa, or removing, or carving, or taking off the rind, aka ore ogioya isugwa oriowe, like a fruit. Okay? So, by cutting away a physical part, the practitioner might also believe that they are altering the flow of spiritual energy. So they are removing blockages. So unasikia ati mtu ameenda kwa mganga na katakatwa na wembe. So they are removing blockages or facilitating, keyword, they are also facilitating or aligning you with a higher spiritual principle. Sijuka umeshika venye nimesema they are aligning you. Either they are removing blockages. Unasikia mtu alikuwa ameenda kwa mganga, alikuwa ameenda Mehirega Kenda, sasa ameenda amekuta mganga mwingine. Mganga amemwambia kuja leta wembe ni kukatakate. So the practitioner, their belief is that they are altering the flow of spiritual energy, or they are removing blockages, or facilitating, keyword, unajua ujui venye anafanya, yendi yako kazi, facilitating a new alignment with higher spiritual principles. So this can also be seen like you are doing what you can call recalibrating or harmonizing the energy fields. Okay? So I want to show you that Irua, muitaga Irua, you are taught by the white people how to do it. Hiyo ni ya the Southern Kikuyu. The original keyword, the Agikuyu, matiare Irua, ya kuogode. Ni kugerimwo. Gerima tawa awa. So, tukiari horo wa kugerima, okay? Ni kure kuora. So you don't get lost. There's marking, kugerima, gerima tawa awa, na ni kure kuora. Kuora is branding. When you take a cow, unaweka chuma moto kwa moto, alafu unaichoma kwa skin. That is branding. Hiyo itakuwa kuora na Gikuyu. So don't get lost. Na drare horo wa gerima or marking. Those are two different things. So these two acts, and the reason nimekuja hapo is because I was looking at this book. These are, I don't want to show the whole title. I hope you see it. Tanifanya hivi. These are Gikuyu books. Sijui kama sitaki ujue ni kitabu gani, useme sitaki mseme na chambua kitabu ya Gikuyu. So whoever wrote this book, you unaona ikiflick hapo, ndio maana imeweka dark skin. This is bullshit. Okay? This is bullshit. Total waste of 1,249. This is total bullshit. Okay? All these Kikuyu books you are writing, this is nonsense. Bullshit. You don't even have an idea on what is happening. So even when you are talking about the circumcision, you are doing what is called regurgitation. Negotahika. What you had, you are regurgitating knowledge. Okay? Now, when you're talking of energy or the transformation of energy, when you go to the occult systems now, circumcision is about transforming the negative within the toroidal field. Keyword, transform the negative or transform the energy at this particular moment. The energy is not good or bad, it's just energy. So the ritual is seen as a means of redirecting or intensifying spiritual energy. There's two ways. You redirect or you intensify. To make it make sense for you, the only reason you are in this world is to create. You are the creators, you are not the creation. You are here to create something new. Or, if you cannot create, you transmute. Shout out to all the alchemists. You transmute the old. So, when you're doing circumcision, this can be seen as a means of redirecting. Warua, ariamaki wa gode, wa redirect from your spiritual journey into another one where you are signed, whether you know it or you don't know, by the songs and the rituals that follow. Since you are agreeing to that. And remember, there is blood sacrifice. Now, it can also be done to align you to a higher purpose, or what you can call a higher divine influence. There's a difference. A point of reference for the first time, meaning it doesn't mean that I come from the same physical flesh you can see. We are not the same. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Meaning, a point of reference for the first time, where you came from. Our, Abba, Atom, Adam, or whatever you want to call it. Anything that has letter A is a point of reference for the first time. So, the transformation may be perceived, keyword received, as necessary for achieving spiritual enlightenment or power. So it's not a must, but it may be perceived as that, as necessary. Now, the initiation and the empowerment now. So the severing of the toroidal field, this field that we are severing, this is what you are calling your aura, can also symbolize an initiation into a higher state of consciousness, or what you can call power. So that ritual of cutting or circumcision can be seen as you are breaking free from previous limitations. So there was limitations. Now, no arua, no ihurebiro, no idioga tu matavegi. Okay? And these limitations that now are gone, now maybe you can enhance your spiritual or energetic capabilities, whereby now you are creating what you can call what? New levels of empowerment or understanding. Lakini hapo sio tuko. Let's go deep. Okay? In alchemical terms, shout out to the alchemist, the severing of the toroidal field through circumcision can be seen as part of the process of transforming base matter into spiritual gold. You know, the alchemists, they talk of turning stones into gold na vitu kama hizo. So that physical act, or iyo ya kukata, okay, where now the practitioner ukaigwa nwero anyitete dhano, never miss the point. Thanos, Infinity Stones, in the movie, aranyitete dhano, akojete dhano, a feast. Then when you are watching the Marvel comic Rangers, they are talking of Thanos. But in Thanos, he has a fist, a gold glove that has infinity stones. No eniwero onyite thano, onyite thano otemo. Now, so the practitioner mwenye anakukata, okay, when he's doing that physical cut, he used to undergo what you call a spiritual metamorphosis. Metamorphosis ni kama keunyo sasa imekuwa butterfly na vitu kama hizo. Meaning there was purification and elevation of their energy field. So look at it like this. This will be like a high priest vibrating already higher than you. Okay? Toroid field yake, aura yake. So when he's cutting this, he's aligning you to, for you now, wewe mwenyewe you undergo your spiritual metamorphosis. So he would be purifying and elevating their energy field to allow you to go to that higher state. This is why Ekoyo utiruagwo. Ekoyo ni kurikio mwana arikagio. Wetagwo kurikio. Kurikio deep. Nikihoka kurika. Rika. You are being dipped. Rikangania ati no arika riria nikihoka yetagwo kurikio. Ni kurika. Okay? I want you to follow. So, now I'm giving you the spiritual side of Korua, the esoteric knowledge. Okay, it's forbidden knowledge, so there are some things I won't go too deep into them, but I'm going to touch on some few bits. Welcome to the age of Aquarius. Okay, so when you talk of mystical unions in the spiritual world, so the act of cutting that toroidal field, sitaki kutumia majina ya Kikuyu vitu zingine kama hizi. Okay, kwa sababu they are going to take this now. Whatever I'm saying, I'm very sure whatever I'm saying, very soon utaisikia wataichukua, watai-remix, watajaribu kui-remix na watajaribu sasa kuanza kuiongelea sasa. All of a sudden, yukoja kuiguana nema. So you are supposed to ask yourself why monake dari ati autu kakiheki ya musi. Even when you are amano kyo kyo nikyo kiheki ya musi yosio na ni waruire because tuku Korua. Okay? Now, so there are some things where you're supposed to attain a higher state of consciousness. Dekadio kodera the terms iria mwedete ati horo wa ukunuro gana todo that is not gutri mudo ukunura wene wagu ni kumwoni yo. Okay? Now, that higher state of consciousness gana kumwoni yogo, to make it make sense for you, this involves separating from the mundane or material aspects. Mundane of material. Yani wewe yako unachezeanga tu hapa hata ufikiriangi, you don't even go deeper into what is happening. The fact that kirare kihe reinuka neithemba ni gukaroka mucie no bado arugirwo ngemi ithano cia kahii ugikiugirwo ati ngemi ithano cia kahii na ndukire kahii ene mo ni rakiruire uramuga ni kurua. Okay, so now on matter spiritual now. Okay, circumcision symbolically represents the separation where you are now, nikisasani walikuwa nasema umekuwa mtu mzima, but it is facilitating what you call you from whatever you are into a deeper mystical connection. So you are being mystically connected to other realms of existence, aka ikero. So you are in the same world, but you are not in the same world. Metaphysically, you have a mystical connection. Nanikyo retiare irua reale kurika, because ne kuriko raigira. You are being initiated into a deeper mystical connection. So, nataka kwanza kupaint the picture. Now, then I now jump into the actual how it was done. I'll try and explain how it was done kwa umbali. Now, So the concept that they came up with, this is not the Agekoyo, this is the Agekoyo now. We are talking of two different parts. Everything has the yin and yang. Everything has its good and so. The concept of severing the toroidal field or cutting off your foreskin in relation to circumcision is, or what you can call in an esoteric interpretation, okay? This is a physical ritual, okay? But ikona theoreza metaphysics. So it's not just a physical act, but a transformative process affecting the energy field and the spiritual alignment of the individual. So now to make it lose its meaning, because there are some things that you're supposed to go through. You know them, okay? You know them. They like using this symbol. You know them. Unasikia kuna mahali tunaenda crew. We are going with a crew. Think about me and my crew. Alafu kuna mwimbaji anasemanga, you give me the sweetest taboo. So jina yake, unaona huyo jina huyo mwenye wimba hivyo, you give me the sweetest taboo, you give me that. Huyo mwimbaji jina yake ni Sid. Sid ameimba sweetest taboo. Sasa nakupea clue. Saki kuwashikanisha hiyo jina. So tuseme mimi niko na crew, nimekuja na crew yangu. Alafu mwenye ameimba sweetest taboo anaitwa Sade. So tuseme mimi nimekuja na crew yangu, alafu weke jina yake hapo huyo Sade. Unaget? Ao sasa. So this cutting, okay, it's physical. Everything that is physical is symbolical, and it has what you can call the mystical dimension. So we talk about the three worlds: birth, life, death, which is birth, experience, and death. So now here we are talking about the physical, will be the death. The symbolic will be the life. And then we have what you call the mystical dimensions. This will be the birth, the 8th and 9th, and the 7th, 8th, and 9th dimension. So this is going to help you understand the highlighting or the complex nature for esoteric practices. So ukiona kitu inapractiziwa na watu wanasema ati ni initiation or is taking you to another level, then you understand something is amiss. Now, look at our men today, our bitter boys. So since the symbolic, since they don't know the mystic dimensions, that is in the 7th, 8th, and 9th dimensions, in the spirit world, what that means, the severing of the toroidal field, your awareness, your space within the space, then since they don't know about the symbolic, the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension, the mind, the thoughts and feelings that comes with that, then they miss on the physical, the 1, 2, and 3, the death, the experience, the flesh. So when you do the circumcision and you throw away the foreskin, you dump it away, you are affecting the toroidal field. That is why, like the Maasais and the Kikuyus, walikuwa wana incise, then bend over that piece of flesh, inabaki under the cock, what you call ngwati, inabaki hapo. Okay? Why? Kwa nini inabaki hapo? Kwa sababu they understood that throwing that piece symbolically, mystic dimensions, they are affecting your toroidal field. Nigga okiriki yuhari, and that is why people used to go for circumcision wengine wakiwa na 23 years. But nowadays, you are circumcising boys who are 14 and 12 and 13 and 9. And this is even why we have small dick mentalities. No one has a big dick anymore now. So you cannot even conquer the world. You see, when you have a small dick, okay, you have insecure attachments. You have it's a severe manhood. That is why a lot of your MPs, they sit cross-legged. That is why a lot of men cross their legs when they sit down, because they are afraid. They don't have big balls. They don't have big dicks. Okay? It's called big dick energy. It has got nothing to do with the physical part. However, it's very important. So when boys are circumcised, when their small thing is still growing, it affects its growth. Okay? Hiki ni kiga. Kiga ni organ. And we don't interfere with organs like the heart, the kidneys, the lungs, and the skin is the largest organ. So when we are severing the skin, kama ijafika ya kukatwa, unaiaffectingi sana. Mimi sisemi ati muanze kutairisha baboi wako. Me, I'm just teaching. So you understand why the Southern Sudanese, okay, hata wasikizanangi, you know, they don't even cut their men. Ukienda huko the Dinka, wenye wanaoganga na makojo ya ngombe, they are very spiritual, but wanakuanga na bamboo stick. Most of you, I don't even think you can get dick from a South Sudanese. Okay, they look like tripods. Akisimama anakaa ni kama amesimama na miguu tatu. Enda ugugu hapo the Nubians. Okay, so the foreskin, when it was being cut, so ilikuwa inakatwa hapa juu, inawekwa hapa chini. Why? Because it was supposed to continue growing. So the big dick energy to go and conquer, to melt metal, aria metago aki. So ni kwa ria ikuwa siumaro gotaga teri. Okay, makarogata teri ugathie ukauma. Okay, so you lost your energy. Sasa hakuna mkikuyu anaweza enda kichaka achome chuma. You forgot that craft. Sisemi uende, because you can buy the chuma, you can buy the cars, but I just want to show you that now you import everything. Okay, na suma negosi yaro siarago. Metaphysically speaking, iron ore is given birth to. It's not even taken from the soil per se. I don't even know how to explain it to you. Everything you create with the mind, including iron ore, na chuma, na minerals, na oil, na gemstones. Everything comes from the mind. So as a collective, the moment you are raped and pillaged and conquered spiritually, that is what it means to lose your practices. Now you are following other practices that have got nothing to do with you, based on the location that you are in. Not because you are special or anything, but based on the location that you are in. So when this is the invader's mind, the invasion. We wanted to talk about the slavery na vitu kama hizo, the invader's mind. So when they invade your spiritual practices and they take away from you, so sasa nyinyi mnabaki kutairisha yenyu ni kukata kila kitu, mnatoa mnatupa. So first of all, that big dick mentality. So now all your men have small dicks, 2 inches. Okay? Zinatoshana za wa China, mpaka wa China wanakuja wanazaa Africa. Because your girls don't see a difference between you and a China man. Mshatoshana ni 2 inches. Na zile chakula wanaume wetu wanakula. So I don't want to go too deep into the nini. So at the Maasais, they are flamboyant, they are brave, they go to the lions kwa sababu wanakatangwa hiyo unakatwa wakati gyogo watina hahadhi. Now I'm not saying mwanza kubakisha. I'm teaching. Whatever you want to do with this information is up to you. Now, when now the Southern Kikuyu, hii ni ile Kikuyu mletewa na mzungu. If you don't believe me, where's my other phone? It's charging. Andika mahali after this live. Let me send you on a rabbit hole. After this live, look for, it's on TikTok also. It's here. Look for what is that page's name? See Kenya Archives. There's a page that shows, kuna page inaonyeshananga hapa TikTok ati during the Mau Mau ati watu wanatolewa kwa nyumba na mabunduki, ati wanatoka wameinua mkono wameshika ID. Those were not Mau Maus, okay? And there was no one recording. During the time of war, there's no one to record a war. Inaitangwa propaganda. Right now you are watching the war in Ukraine. There is no one in Ukraine, when there's bombs falling and everything, who has the time to be photographing military vehicles. When there is war, there is war. Wacha kudanganywa ati akunanga kitu kama hiyo. Those things are on design, the angles, kio kifaru ikipita. Na mwenye ujue, remember, the one recording has the same mind like you. So he's thinking of editing. Usifikiri ati sasa akichukua hapo ati hayuko kama mind yako. He's thinking the same way unafikirianga, unaangalianga the right angle, unaangalia juu, unaona hapo si poa, unazunguka. The same mentality unakuanga nayo wewe. Ndio mwenye anaendanga kuchukua hizo videos anakuanga nayo. So understand there's editing, there's waiting for the right time of the sun, there's waiting for the right track. So gari naambia ngojeni, tutakuwa na hapa mbele, we are going to be recording you passing, because during war anyone with a camera is an enemy. So kuna mtu atakuwa na ngojea ati vifaru inapita. Hata wewe enda ujaribu when we are at war, wacha vifaru, enda ukarecord gari ikipeleka pesa. It is not allowed. So do you think during war people are allowed to just take pictures? No. The people who take the pictures, the editing, they are in on that. So during that Mau Mau documentary, ati watu wanatolewa kwa nyumba, remember, those were in the 1940s, they were also creating content. Walikuwa na bunduki, na walikuwa na edit, na walikuwa mpaka ziko na voiceover. The Mau Mau, 2000 of them living in this cup, it is the same mind updated. Sijui mbona mnapoteanga nini. Understand your story and his story. The history is always updated. Now, back to the live. So the people who came, the invaders' mind, and took away your rite of passage, uria mwarikagia ciana. Uria mwarikagia ciana, tikorua kurikia. The initiation, how you are given everything, all the way to gutoro ndogera. Wegua mundu akiuga ndimutore ndogera oge. Do you even know the representation of ears? Esoterically speaking, ears represent windows. When you go to a church, the windows in a church, the arches represent ears. Okay? They represent ears. So even the indigenous Indians who used to gotoramato, when you watoramato watonyo goto ukaigwa ni atonyo dogera gotonyo. So it's not just it's gotonyo, something going in. Gotonyo dogera means your ears are open spiritually. Those were esoteric rites. Ears, windows in a building represent ears. You are listening. It means you are not close-minded. You are open to listening. So, ukisikia mtu anakuambia hapa you have to understand the esoteric meaning behind it and the symbolism. Okay? If I have pierced ears, every time I put on my earrings, it means I am not close-minded. I am open to beauty. I am open to listening to other things. Even women, when they put on they put on their best. Unaona, anajua ni date. Anajua ni siku ya kupatana na jenga wa mudhaka. I cannot go see jenga wa mudhaka. I need some to show him my ears are open. So they'll put gold stands, diamond things on their ears. They don't know why they are doing it, but they are, esoterically speaking, they are opening their windows. Because, munasemanga nini? The eyes are the windows to the soul. Now, Jai understand, it takes ears to see and eyes to hear. Everything is in reverse. Asa enda ukachambue hiyo. Enda ukachambue hiyo. It takes ears to see and eyes to hear. You didn't know, now you know. So, when now we are cutting the boy, okay, now you can call all your Gikuyu teachers hapa. Ameandika hizi vitabu zote waiti, and sasa share this live with them. Call them now wakuje wasikie. Tag them all now. Wanakujanga hapa waezi ongea. Naonanga wamejoin. Na kuanga nikiwa hapa naona Gikuyu Academy joined. Hawezi like the screen. They cannot tap the screen. They watch silently. They're like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, our culture. Oh shit. But they are not going to admit it. They will not even request. Wanakuanga hapa wakiwatch. I know you. I see your names. Naonanga they have joined. But I don't see the likes. I don't see them tapping. And then najua tu wako hapa. Share with them saizi. Wasijifanya wajui. Let them bring their asses here. Wanapenda sana kuongea maneno ya irua. You don't know what you are speaking about. You are beneath me. Now, na ndio maana hata tunachokanga kukuja hizo nini zenyu. There's no knowledge there. It's just regurgitation of knowledge, lostness. That's why we cannot even stand hizo nini mnashindanga mkitu invite. I just come once or twice and I'm tired. My ears are tired. I don't even need earrings. Now, so, stop shortening your boys' dicks when they are small. Now they don't have dick mentality. They don't have big dick energy out there. They cannot even take over the world. Matigesiara ginya suma, matigiaka. Unyewe da nyune ko import suma. But when it comes to Kerera, Maria Tuli, kasikuwa God, Maria Tuli masu na asuma. What happened to your smelting iron? If you are smelting, you are taught to smelt iron. It was not in you. It was on you. There's a difference. Something being in you or on you. You have other charismatic gifts that don't involve melting metal. Let them melt the metal, you buy the metal. Let them create the clothes, you use the clothes. Toka your mentality. Atidoki wani ukugira ida. Sasa Kikuyu imekuwa ni go gira ida siana ikone gya. Do you know the world we are in? Okay, jirani iroragira. In 2024, the age of AI, the age of metaverse. Na jira tugira ida. Ida has updated. Ida is nothing but the breath of the one. Mihomo. Yade, mihomo yade. There's many ways of getting that. But sasa bado tuko hapo gata mind. But it's not your fault, it's whom you are following. And whom you are following is whom you are following when you are initiated. During that circumcision that you have adopted, ya religion. Where they are affecting your toroidal field na duramenya ginya kiria warua. So you are taking your boys kena miaka 13, 12 hata kaka Japona kana kuja mama ebu onaki si Japona kika baba ebu aki haro dagitari haha the dakarora haha thiri ni ndona gatire karoma view na ndaruta karuri karati garite gahe karuri gimwari gani one kuruta dagitari ona dakanyita na twiza. And now you are sitting wondering where your problems are coming from. And we're not even advocating for even that. Mseme ati jega muthaka ogire gutura sirua gutura maru. Mimi sijasema murue ama musirue. Me, I'm just teaching you. What you want to do with your small things is yours. If you want to maintain your 2 inches of dick, it's okay. Okay? It's okay. You have toys to compete with anyway. Kuna shida, kuna toy, mta compete. Sugasambi can become a billionaire selling the sex toys. Watu wa battery, can make money, energizer, we need batteries for the sex toys. Now, back to the live. So, I don't even want to go too deep, because if I go too deep, then I'm going to destroy the retro seats. Hizo vitu wanakalianga pale. Watasikia vibaya sana. They don't like me. Even when I go to their meetings, they don't like me. Nipendi sana. They don't have to like me. I also don't like them. Spendi watu who are close-minded. Ile information wako na. But it's painful because imagine uandika vitabu kama hizi and then so ujue utapeleka wapi hizi vitabu na uliandika. Now you have people calling you, haro, wadekita ugete ogwoneke. Shout out to the Kikuyu writers. Now, I don't even think this is even necessary to continue on that topic. Let me read another page. Wacha to inject pressure. Wacha tufungue hizi vitabu zenyu za Kikuyu. Dimosi yawe koyo. Wacha tufungue ingine hapa. This is not Kikuyu. This is the Southern Kikuyu. Thimo. Bura etakura egwatagia ruhuho. Utauku, now they are breaking it down. Mundu utarenda undu ethaga itumi cia kwigwatia niguo ndakawike. Imagine, that is now the esoteric, now that is the best they have given you on the moyo. Runa tenuata okwo ni uhoro ucio. Urutani, now they are also teaching you. Remember, you are missing the point. Hena urutani, urutani, urutani. Hena undu urarutwo. Kimenye mundu utarenda undu, to nginya akwire ndirenda kana ndiwika. No egwatie undu ungi. That is their teaching. Now, you're supposed to buy this book. Uthome thimoyo, mbura itakura egwatagia ruhuho. Utaukwo, mundu utarenda undu ethaga gitumi nigetha ndageke undu ucio, no urutani ni urarutwo. I told you Kikuyu was taught with books. Niko na vitabu za 1909 wirute Gikuyu. Andu magibundithio Gikuyu. So where was that original Kikuyu? Now let's break it down. Thimo. We start there. What is thimo? Thimo ni kindu githime. Thimo ni measured. So no aguthimira. Who is that who already has measured it for you? What is that script? Thimo. It has already been measured. Ni thime. Now, mbura itakura igwatagia ruhuho. Now, tuanze hapo. Mbura itakura. Mbura niki? Iyo yuraga ni mbura. Ni kuri kindu gitagwo mbura. Now we are talking. Before we even proceed. Mbura niki? Mbura ni mai. Itondo kwina mbura tuga kwina mbura. Na kuri mo tuga atiriri kwina rucicio. Na tukauga muri atiriri kwina mbura ya mbembe. What? Burari ni mbeu. Tondu mbura yaura ni gukuraga indo. Ni kuri indo ciumaga mai-ini mau twitaga mbura. Now we are talking. And he made the firmaments. And he made openings in the firmaments. Wait a minute. So the firmament is not closed. No. The Bible tells you he made openings in the firmament. Simwambie Elon Musk aende kwenye kukona opening arushe hiyo kitu yake. Amwezi. Now. Mbura itakura igwatagia ruhuho. Ruhuho ni ki? Huho ni ki? Sasa kama huyu akikuandikia hizi thimo na already ajui zile vitu wanaongelelea juu alipata zimeandikwa. This is what we are talking about. Regurgitated. Thimo murega akirwo ndarega akihetwo. Utauku mutumie tene angiarakarire ahetaga nguo. Gikuyu tene gutiari nguo. So by default no amenya handu hena Gikuyu kiagia nguo ni Gikuyu kina muthungu. Koguo ni Southern Kikuyu. To mutumie tene ndakiraga nguo. Gutiari nguo. Whatever they were wearing ndetagwo nguo kana muthungu. Ati ahetaga nguo ta njira ya kugeka mundu uria umu rakaritie. Gikuyu-ini tutiagekaga ici cioka na muthungu. Urutani ni wega rimwe guthikiriria mikana ya andu na makiria aria akuru. Gikuyu tutiari mikana, tutiakanagia ciana citu ndu, tutiera mwana ndugeke tondu riria utariho agika ni wamuigirira murigo. Ni kuonio tuonagio, ni kumenyithio wamenyithagio ndugaikie kara mwaki-ini nigetha na wagia ri ni ukumenyithi tutiari mikana, tutiakanagia ciana. Koguo giki ti Gikuyu gitu. The Southern Kikuyu, the Kikuyu written on books. Tutigetida tuge proceed, so tuta proceed sana. Just want you to be very aware on what is happening out there, especially when it comes to the social media. We have been here for some time. Na even the people who come to me, they know me. The Meraga, I don't do divination. divination mimi nitakufunga. Okay, we are not doing the divination. However, what we can do, tutaangalia na wewe, tutaangalia. I know how to read the numbers and the signs, everything. So bogo nego ito siitago rowaini. Waito rowaini. Woni ukauma kwenyene. Ciarwo kwara o spread. Ire ino horo ikarugama. Aria moe guthoma. Anyway. So a lot of people have been coming. Wamuthakadire riro jike. I've been told to do this. Ipeleka ikafanyo. It's okay. You are looking for the truth. Na in actual sense, dhahabu igeragerio mwakini. We have been there, done that. Tumepita huko, tukakunorwago, maodo maige. Tumepita huko. We were there. Nyinyi hata hakuna kitu tumeona. Nyinyi mmekuja juzi kwa Ondoire. Nyinyi mmekuja just the other day. Wewe hujaienda kwa kukaa Murang'a. We used to be 3 a.m. Murang'a. 3 a.m. Na utoka Nairobi. 3 a.m. Na unakuja huko, unakuta huko number 6. Kuna mtu alilala huko na alichukua namba. Unaingia hapa 3 a.m. kupaki gari, unashindwa ai. Alafu unasikia kuna watu walilala huko bado. Uko number 6 3 a.m. na kuna wenye walilala huko hawakuenda nyumbani, nao ndio wataanza nao. Kumbuka Guka alikuwa analala. May so rest in peace. Guka alikuwa analala. Alikuwa anakuragolera na lala wanawa. Na kukuwa na network. Ulikuwa unashinda unapanda na hapo juu kupiga kazimu kwa network. Unajua kwa huko ulikuwa unapanda na hapo kwa mtu unaenda unapiga simu bwana. We have been there, done that. In seeking the truth. Then you are like, wait a minute. Something is not okay here. So, okay? Ati hata ukiwa 6 sometimes. Aya utamuona. Unashinda huko the whole day. You used to go places zingine ulikuwa unaenda. Unachukua namba 8 a.m. na 6 inafika ukiwa huko. Ujaonekana. A whole day. Imagine sitting a whole day in someone's compound. Unakalia kiti na kufinya. Unakunywa uji mpaka unapata heartburn. Najua ni uji na mandazi na uzangwa huko. You know Kikuyus we are lazy. Kuna mtu anaweza fikia pike chakula bora. Wewe tu na tradition kali. We no suru. Tugotorio ni usuru leo. We no suru. Kwina usuru na idathi. Tuna backwardness keho. Yetu in 2024. Kuna kunywa hiyo uji maziwa mpaka unapata heartburn. Ukitoka huko ni heartburn tu. Unywe tio suru na madathi. Na unatoka 6 bila kumuona. Kwanza unasikia kuna watu, kuna adwa huku nuru, kuisha. Huku nuru na modomu wa kunuru wana 2 hours. Oh my God. Na higa mara kunuru ni 3, kuisha. 6 hours gone. Beautiful days, beautiful stories. Unajua ni stories. Unajua kila mtu ako na story yake. Si hata Bahati ako na story yake. Story yangu, shout out to Bahati. Now, start questioning these people. Start questioning these people. Don't just come here. Ukiona kitu, you want to speak about it. Ukiona kitu, no. Watu wanajua vitu. But not everything needs to be put out there. Na sipo wa kukua embarrassed. Okay? Even your same Jesus. Mkiwa na huko kwa Kiengei anawaambianga kaa huko nyuma uitwe hapa mbele kuliko ukue hapa mbele sana alafu waibike. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's it. I didn't have sini Wednesday ni kuongea ni communication ni siku ya soko. Hatukuwa na subject ati fulani. Najua tumeenda hapa kule circumcision vitu kama hizo. Yeah, if you don't know the esoteric meaning of things, start speaking about it. Ni a lot of things ziko hapa. Huyu atablokiwa huyu. Ni yule mzungu mnamuitanga aje huyu mzungu wenyu? Huyu mzungu imbo ni Mwafrika. Ni skin tone. Kind curious and kind. Huyu anani WhatsApp. Tablock yeye. Hizi vitabu acha nikuambie, hizi vitabu za Kikuyu hizi muna print hivi. Hizi. We. Kirira kiirua. Thini wa irira iria ciaheanwo. Cianaheanwo. Kirira kiirua ni kimwe kia iria cianakorwo iri ndaihu muno. Ini. Akiri thimo. Nisikuagio daya ciiguhe. Nisikuagio nguhe cie daya. Amwirua ni kindu kimwe kia maundu maria Mugikuyu ona umuthi uyu atwire ahimbiirie na akamagwata agwatiririe ta nguo ya mwiri. Menya gutiari nguo. Hau ni wabamba ukamenya giki Gikuyu ni kiriku giki. Thini wa irira icio ciothe ni ukuona ati irua ni kindu kia haragirio na njira nene muno na mitaratara yario igakorwo iri mivacirire na miraihu muno. Hai, miraihu. Mitaratara miraihu. Giki ni Gikuyu kiriku. Irua riria tukwaria uhoro wario ni ria mwana wa kahii. Amu irua ria mwana wa kairitu riatuikire mugiro na mugaru wa watho. Atumia Gikuyu matakiruaga. Tiga riu nginya watho utokite. Gutakiri. Gutiari. Kwagia hindi ya muthungu. Niwe woka na FGM. Na makauga muno. Matuko turi irua ria mwana wa kaheo na rituiragwo na uritu ucio munene ukiringithania na matuko ma hau gatene. Niki? Because it was spiritual before, but they came, they raped, they pillaged, and they took over your spiritual practices, and they brought their own, and you embraced their own. Now you have boys here with dicks, small dicks. Ndio maana wanaume wako confidence in their homes. Ndio maana domestic violence. Men have small dicks. AKA, even when they go out there, they cannot conquer. They cannot drop their nutsack and say anything and be heard. Ndio maana wasichana wenyu wakienda waguzwe na Mjaluo. Anakuambia bro. You know, ama wakiguzwa na Mkisii na bado Mkisii ni Mkikuyu mwingine. Ama Luya. Because those guys, they delay before they cut their boys. You delay before they cut the foreskin. The foreskin ikikatwa mtoto akiwa mdogo sana inachanga kugrow. Okay? Ni kama tu venye mahindi inaweza kuwa ikimea ukate kichwa. Kwa sababu foreskin ndio inakuanga imeongoza. Si uangalie mumea inameanga nini? Mumea, there's always a plant inside the plant growing. Gatura kaumagira eno yakauma mahuti momwe kaumira ginyere gatuika completely grown tree, whichever time that is. Sasa nyinyi mnakatanga foreskin boys wenyu wakiwa na 13 years. Sasa ni hivyo, hiyo kitu haitaimea tena. Very intentional. Now you go to the bathroom, wanaume wote wanakojoanga wameshika ukuta, wamejificha, unafungua unaona mwanaume amejificha, unashinda asiala. Si nilikuwa nafikia ni wanaume. Si kupenda kwake, anaficha juu ameshika na vidole mbili. Ajua ameshika na vidole mbili. So, anakashake ta. What even happened to your muscles? You're not even supposed to shake. You're supposed to pee. Utoboe hiyo ukuta shimo. Pee ukotoe hiyo ukuta uweke shimo. Ukojole ukuta. You remember the old days, ukienda hizi old urinals zenye ziko zinawekwa tiles, ulikuwa unakuta wanaume walikojolea ukuta karibu wabomoe shimo. Wanakojoanga chua na wako walevi. Uko Gishagi, si hawa Nairobi. Nairobi hawezi. These are 7-minute men. Okay? So they need supplements. Now you need my sexual supplements, drugs. Now you want you to come to Jenga Motoka. Me, I'll sell them to you. You want me steady? Nakupatia. That's my company also. Business partner. Nataka black steel. Nakupea black steel iende iamshe chuma, at least hiyo siku usichome picha sana, unajua. Okay? So hii vitabu, be very careful with the books you are reading. Ati ndiju imeandikwa na Kikuyu unafikiria everything in that book is true. They don't have the wisdom. They only have the knowledge when you wameambiwa. Kikuyu ni twaiguire twiragwo. And shout out to all the men with the big dicks out there. And those who are lucky they didn't get cut before they were big. Unaona unaenda Gishagi unakutana na Kamau Bushari. Unaona bibi yako mkienda Gishagi all the time. Lakini kagidhi Kamau ni toa maana Kamau. Kamau has to go and represent. Najua Kamau kikiwa Gishagi kiari kihe kiremi nikyo kiaru iregesererwo ni yari yage. So Kamau the shop owner. Unafikia ako na duka kwa nini? All the women buy from him. Kamau anafanyanga pipe delivery. Ndio anawakopesha hivyo no dagi kihara todo the medete ha Kamau. Okay? Let me see kama kuna wengine wana circumcise na 8 days. Si hata ndio maana Jesus alikufa bila bibi ama alikatwa akiwa mtoto. Na wakamba. Kwa unafikiria nani mtoto alinyang'anywa bibi? Najua kama wanatairishanga watoto hata wakiwa kijana. So Alfred Mutua is a small dick man. Najua nyang'anywa bibi. Na ule mwingine mwenye anadaranga Bible. Siku hizi nadara pages za Bible. Yo, sijui anaitwa nani? Nani alinyang'anya nani? Alfred alikuwa anaitwa nani jamaa? Mrasta huyu. Tena ile kitu bwana itaki mtu lazy bwana. Wewe Mutua anajifanya na masuti zake hapo. Huyu jamaa rasta huyu. Women need some good piping. Pale sasa mtu ajiunganishe na nature, impe the right. Yeah, just go into nature. Alafu Kikuyu did not write. Yes. Tutiadekaga. Boithayo, nithayo. We are very hungry. Aki, sasa tufanye, usione kuhuta. Wadirikani ya konene hata ukiwa sick sometimes hutamuona. Do you have anything? Juliani, shout out to Juliani. Juliani alitoka kudara page the Bible akadara matiti ya nani anaitwa nani? Udim. Siku hizi nadara page the Bible. Mimi don't come to me religion. Unatoka kudara page the Bible unadara kitu ya governor wewe. Ama umesahau wimbo yako. Sijasahau. Mimi I'm listening. My ears are very open. Na nilikuwa nakusikia unadara page the Bible. Naona unadara bibi ya governor. Hiyo Bible kweli sasa ni kama hukuisoma vizuri. But nimekupea bibi ni Bible mzuri. Hata imagine unadara page the Bible unadara matiti ya bibi ya governor. Sio ni Bible mzuri. Shout out to Juliani. He was reading the right Bible. Someone is saying, are we technically not supposed to be circumcised? The same book inakwambia circumcision of the heart. Sasa. Oh my God. Inakwambia circumcision of the heart. Let me show you the symbology of circumcision of the heart. Now, your heart, sasa mnataka tusome wa mudhaka, wataona kuna green screen. Tutaona na hii. Your heart is, acha nikuonyeshe. Ama huku unajua roho yako, lakini enda ukatafute. I don't even have to show you this. You can find it on TikTok. Ingia TikTok uandike heart tube pipe or something. Your heart looks like this. Okay? Your heart looks like this. So what happens is that your heart is like a cord. It's tied like a cord. Hivi cord. Ndio maana hati yako inakaanga hivi. Okay? Ukikunjua, ukifanywa surgery hati yako ifunguliwe itakaa hivi. Okay? So circumcision of the heart. Unasikia open your heart. Love. Sasa nini nyingine nataka nikuambie? Verify to continue. So enda uangalie Bible. Nimesema ukitaka circumcisewa the right way venye inafaa, when you are the right age, and ikuwe ni initiation unafanywa na watu wanajua what they are doing. Sababu shit goes deep. Na kama ujui basi ukae kama ujui, lakini bado usifanye kitu ujui. Kwa hivyo usiende kusema tumeenda kuruira kanitha. Todo ina option. Onakava ukimenye ore ogwika. Ukira kunyithanio na maundu mangĩ matari maku. Okay? How did ask you start the practice? Si nimetoka kuongea hiyo maneno. Nimetoka kuongea about maneno. Simekuambia hizi vitu hata pengine zingine they didn't even come from you as specific people in the flesh. I told you, as spirits, what you call your ancestors, some of them were not in the human shape and form, but they are your ancestors. The same way, unaongeanga about evolution. When you look at your dog, understand that the dog is on a journey to become like you, to be in a shape and form like you as a human being, going up what you call the evolution, or jumping from that is a spirit having a dog experience, an animal experience, all the way to your experience. Okay? So, some of you, even if you, and some of you even skipped the animal life. For example, I have a house dog, mnajua Coco the Pooper, sindio? Coco the Pooper, nikikaa chini for breakfast, anakujanga kwa kiti ya dining, anakaa chini kama mimi kwa kiti ya dining. Nikiwekewa chakula, anayekewa kama mimi kwa siti ya dining, anapewa, anakula, tunakula kwa dining table sisi wote na Coco. He's a dog, remember he's a dog. However, na natokanga ini anacheza na hawa na umbo wengine wako huku nje. So, Coco is a dog, but on the evolution scale, his dog mind is very expanded. Ashaienda kwa vet. Na wakati alikuwa amemeza mfupa, akapelekwa sijui akapigwa x-ray, kakuwa too expensive, but alipona hakupigwa x-ray. Ashaienda kwa vet though. Na kadungwa. So, his mind is aware of visiting the vet, which I'm not even saying is a very good thing. He's aware of sitting in a dining table inside the house with lights. He's aware of kupanda kwa kiti anaambiwa shuka chini anashuka. He's aware of watching the TV. He doesn't know what the TV is, but he's aware of kuna TV. Ukitafuta remote unaona amekuonea remote. So his dog mind, that is why we say all dogs go to heaven, is bigger than umbwa Coco, hizi zingine marafiki zake wako nao nje. So when the spirit of Coco leaves Coco's body, when that dog dies, when that spirit, aka that memory of that dog is traveling, it may not go into a dog's mind away again, because it's aware of dining tables, it's aware of TV, it's aware of... So anyone mwenye atakuwa na dog mind while having sex, or in his mentality he's behaving more like a dog, so Coco will be drawn into that as a spirit, into that bubble, that world. And if there's so many things that agree to what he was agreeing with, he becomes the seed that is birthed by that person now. Sasa inakuwa ni mtu amezaa mtoto. That spirit now has now evolved into a higher mind. It imeenda kwa a higher mind. You get it? So unaweza sikia watu wakisema ati there's a child who looked like he was a dog. Ati he was found in the forest, abandoned. Mythology has it he was born by a dog. Akuange amezaliwa na umbwa. Anakuanga amezaliwa na binadamu, but binadamu haezi understand. Anashindwa ni nini hii nimezaa, iko na behavior kama za umbwa. Anaenda anaitupa. Na sasa juu iko na behavior za kusurvive longer, it doesn't die. all the way to the baby that is found by a dog. Mnasema ni miracle baby, eti mtoto aliokotwa na umbwa, atumbo ilienda ikaokota mtoto ikaleta na akasurvive. Think. Okay? PlayStation 5. Shout out to mwenye ameandika video games. That's beautiful. So, some of the practices, unaonanga paka inazaa inakula mtoto. Ukaigua to Gagikuyu-ini ati yenda muno ikuraga rurira. So unaona kitu imezaa, unaona inatafuna umbilical cord, inalamba umbilical cord. I want to go deep into that. So yeah, so do have a beautiful Wednesday, Audience Day. What did I want to add into that? Get ready for the sun going into wait a minute. Will it be having a new moon in Virgo ama itakuwa wapi? Maybe, most probably to be in Virgo. Where? Virgo season. Get ready for Maria Immaculate shit to happen. A lot of shit will be happening then, because we'll be going to new lands. So we are going to see a lot of new technology. Utasikia wametoa internet, utatoka 5G tuende another G during Virgo season. We are going to try monkeypox. So be careful with monkeypox. Be careful with monkeypox. Okay, we have monkeypox. You know, on the news we have monkeypox, so be careful with monkeypox. Remember, the K is silent. The K is silent in a knife. Even in monkeypox, the K is silent. So beware about that. So if you can find a way to avoid getting monkeypox, avoid it. Avoid monkeypox at all costs. It's not very good for you. But during monkeypox, the K is silent. So I want you to make sure that during monkeypox, when the K is silent, you make that monkeypox, the K is silent. Useme siku kuambia, usipitwe na pesa. Hiyo ingine ndio wapita. Mulifanywa hivi, watu wakakuwa bilionea. Pia hii itakuja na pesa. Lakini it's not going to pass. There's too many people are aware, so they are trying anything and nothing is sticking on the wall. So a lot of things coming when we move into Virgo season. There'll be very new things coming. PlayStation 5. Okay. Kaende monkeypox. Nimesema K ni silent. Sasa hujashika venye nimesema. K ni silent. So usiongei about yao. Unashika. Please pay attention. Lionsgate portals. When all your energies were expressed and paying attention to the Olympics, that torch, the Lionsgate torch was open. And for the ones we are about to finish the challenge, the 20-day challenge, the Lionsgate portals, the torch was open. Expanding your consciousness. Going into new territories. Now, when you are going to Virgo, Virgin Mary, new land, wale watachelewa, they are going to launch new things. So wewe pia usichelewe. Nimekuambia monkeypox, be careful of monkeypox. Be careful. Be careful of monkeypox. K ni silent. K ni silent. So kuna hiyo. Kuna monkeypox. K ni silent. It's coming. Umeshika? Kama kuna mtu ameshika naweza comment. Umeshika Sawa, kama umeshika K ni silent. K ni silent. Hapo mnachezwa. Kuna game inachezwa hapo. K ni silent. So, tuko time ya K ikiwa silent. Yes. So, wakisema kuna monkeypox, be careful for monkeypox. Wewe ujue utoe K. K is silent. In a lot of letters kwa English, K ni silent kama knife. Ama knowledge. K inakuanga silent. Kama hapa pia iko silent, lakini nyinyi hamwezi kanisha venye kunaenda. So mimi nataka mtengeneze pesa. Usiogope. Wakati wa hivi au kutengeneza pesa au kujua. Okay? Sasa wakati wa monkeypox, K ni silent, utengeneze pesa. Utengeneze pesa. Make money. Kwa sababu as above so below, we'll be going into that virgin land, Maryland. Now saizi unaweza wewe sasa unaweza anza a new brand. Unaweza si tumesoma hiyo. I told you about it, the 12 disciples ritual and what you're supposed to be doing. Right now, the whole of this month when the sun was in Leo, you are supposed to use what is trending. Use what is trending and transmute the energy. Kama ni you get it. Ni sawa, you get it. Sawa. Do have a beautiful day.